think what stands out, it was how much he influenced me in how I am. I'm very thankful that maybe when you're young and all you want to do is play soccer, but he's like grabbing you to study and pass your grades and or do your chores, and so now I'm everything we talked about. Everything that he saw as an investment. You invest your time in education, you're gonna collect the fruit of your investment later on. So, and I'm seeing in life, all the different paths that I could have taken in high school, and I stayed focused in just my dad was making a huge investment in me to be in the United States and learn English and play soccer, play football, and I gave 100%, to dedicate myself to pay that off and have an opportunity to go to college and get a degree. He was huge in education, so that's how I'm gonna carry on my life and have those expectations of my kids, my loved ones, my mom and sister. It's just about doing the right things. If you just take care of that and not get distracted with the world that sometimes jumps in front of you, and just that's what I remember most about him. Just he did the right things and prioritize what he needed to do in order to get what he wanted the most. So and also obviously his sense of humor too. Not a whole lot of people here in the States got to know my dad, but so many. He was a guy that like that story that I told you with the Lou Groza, the whole auditorium quiet, everybody was just politely clapping after the winners were announced, and he stood up and screamed like he was a World Cup goal, and you heard some people laughing in the audience, and because that was him, and he was passionate, and he did everything for his kids and for our family. So just that's the person I look up to the most, and how I try to model myself after. Me bringing up football was me like, I'm going to get through this and continue to fight for my dreams and fight for his dreams. He would have been so proud to see me just third year being the Kansas City Chiefs. And being in the NFL is very special. So I do it for him. I do it for my family, and because I carry them in my heart every day. I knew that my dad was in Brazil. I knew that we were miles and hours away from each other. But now I feel like he's watching me the whole time. I feel like with everything that I do, how I carry myself. A lot of people in Brazil, a lot of people that knew him here in the States, knew me, they think that like I'm becoming a lot like him, and like how he was just a guy that treated everybody with respect, and so I'm honoring him, by just being the way that he taught me how to be. So if anything, I feel closer to him now than I did, when I knew he was in Brazil, but now I know he's in heaven, and I have a strong relationship with God, and when I point to the sky, I feel like, he's there, and one day I'm gonna connect with him again. So I definitely feel closer, and that, it warms your heart, it warms your mind about, he's in a great place, and I'm doing the right things that I'm sure he will be proud of.